Yeah, hopefully we have more about that, of course. But I think the guy has been great for us, not only on the field. What he's done on the field is amazing. But as you guys see, in the clubhouse, the way he prepares, he's been great. And hopefully we get more news in the upcoming hours or day.
Alex, when you got to spring training with him, this wasn't obviously what you expected. What do you think he did to put himself in this position?
There's a few things. First things first, his dad is a huge Red Sox fan. He is, that's the first thing he told me. So, cool. He's playing for the team that his dad loves. Second, I do believe the message, although probably the messaging has been the same in every organization he plays. Like work ahead, stay ahead. But they were on it from the get-go. And there was a day that, like I said, that game, I think he walked 2 or 3, and something clicked as far as like command. After the game, he talked to Jason and the group that's the first time a catcher has called a fastball in. Usually it was fastball and he just throws it, rather in the middle and let it play. And there was intent behind that pitch. He's like, oh, okay, fastball in. And I don't know if he got it in, but, it was in the zone. And he kept pounding the zone in that outing, and he's been doing that since that game. I think he talked about he's been able to stay fresh throughout the season. There's only one time that we used him 3 days in a row. And one day we got him for 4 outs, right, in Philly. So he's been happy with everything. I think Bales and Holte and Tech have done an amazing job with him, communication-wise, and the split and the slider have come into play. He's thrown it for a strike, and then he's able to expand with that. He did a few things in the offseason too. Lost weight, and not because he was fat. It's because he wanted to be more agile and flexible, and he was able to accomplish that. And the fact that he can repeat his delivery over and over and over and over again has helped him. We see him in the past that, there's stretches that he has struggled. He struggled against us throwing strikes, but we haven't seen that, and it's been fun. It's been fun.
Do you think it's that he's trying to throw his fastball to a particular spot and not just letting it eat in the strike zone like that?
That was a conversation in spring training, like he told Tech, he's like, man, that's the first time that somebody has called a pitch and, where to throw it, And like I said, I don't know if he got it there, but at least up here, kind of like, okay, that's where I'm going. And, all these guys have missed patterns. You can put the target in, but the fastball is gonna go somewhere else, and he's gonna play in that spot. There's studies and, our catchers, they put their target in certain areas, knowing that the pitch is gonna go somewhere else. But, if that was it, man, kudos to Connor, or whoever, So we're just happy to have him, and the fact that we got him late in games is a luxury.
The Pirates guys were saying when they got Santana, Aroldis kind of put his arm around him.
Yes.
And, have you seen that with some of your guys too?
He's done it with with a lot of people here. I think he's very quiet. You see him in the clubhouse, but he knows the game. He's been through a lot, and I know in that bullpen, his voice it means something. We had a meeting It was in New York. The first time we went there. A few things that he thought we needed to add to the program to help guys prepare. He's always prepared, but he felt like, okay, we should do this, we should do that, videos and meetings, and we listened, and we added a few things too. He's been great. He's been, think about the guys that have impacted the team. We always talk about Alex, right, and Trevor, but quietly and in his own way, he's one of the leaders of this team.
How nice is that an example of a guy coming here, giving his input, and your organization doing it, and coming together to show other players when they come here, we can make you into what you are.
Yeah, I mean, it's very important. It's very important. We forget about Wilson. You know, Willow. He was the first guy we signed, right? And people were like, "Oh, here we go again," right? Like nobody knew much about him, and he's been great. And he's another guy that, in his own way, has led that group. He posts, you know, he shares information from what's on the field or what happens off the field in the clubhouse. You know, just another professional player that loves playing here.
On the subject of the bullpen, do you have to continue to ease Slayton in some low leverage spots before you put him in a big spot, or is he ready to handle an eighth inning?
No, I think especially how we're structured now, we need him. So I expect him to use him, whenever we feel we need him.
In-season extensions are rare in baseball, and Breslow has been able to do a lot, even with you, over the past 2 years. Why do you think he's so good at it?
We're soft. Communication, and the willingness to continue to improve. I think that's the way I see it. Yeah.
Just like all the extensions you guys have signed the last 2 years, just how much do you like the continuity that it's kind of bringing to the organization right now?
I think that's something we needed. It's been a revolving door since 21. Like if you look around, Witt and Tanner are the only ones left, right, from 21. Ramon and I, and the clubbies, and the trainers. But as far as like players, it's been a revolving door. It's hard to create a culture, when you have so many moving parts and guys that come here, impact, and they leave, right? So, to have familiar faces when you go to Fort Myers, it means a lot. And obviously, we're in the middle of a youth movement that we know those guys are going to be here for a long period of time. But surrounding with guys that been there, done that is very important.